Deep in the heart of a misty forest, at the edge of a small, quiet village, there lived a monster named Mo. He was big and covered in shaggy blue fur, with glowing eyes and large, clumsy feet. The villagers had never seen him up close, but they had heard his deep growls echoing through the trees at night. "Stay away from the forest," they warned their children. "A terrible beast lives there." Mo wasn't terrible at all, just lonely. He had never meant to scare the villagers. He only growled because he was sad. Every night, he sat by the river, watching the twinkling lights of the village and wishing he could be part of their world. But whenever he tried to step closer, the villagers would scream and run away. One day, a young girl named Lily wandered into the forest. She was the bravest child in the village, with curly brown hair and a violin she carried everywhere. That afternoon, she had been playing near the forest's edge when a sudden gust of wind carried her music sheets into the trees. Without thinking, she ran after them, deeper and deeper into the woods. When Lily finally found her music sheets, she looked up and gasped. Standing just a few feet away was Mo. He was bigger than anyone she had ever seen, but something about him didn't seem scary. He wasn't growling, he wasn't baring his teeth. He just stood there, staring at her with wide, curious eyes. Lily clutched her violin nervously. "Are you going to eat me?" she asked. Mo's eyes widened in alarm and he quickly shook his head. "No," he said, his voice deep but gentle. "I would never do that." Lily hesitated. "Then, what do you want?" Mo glanced at her violin. "I heard your music," he said softly. "It was beautiful." Lily was surprised. "You like music?" Mo nodded eagerly. "I love music, but I've never heard it up close before. The villagers won't let me near." Lily thought for a moment and smiled at Mo. "Would you like me to play something for you?" Mo's entire face lit up with excitement. He sat down on the forest floor, his giant hands resting on his knees, and waited. Lily lifted her violin and began to play. Mo closed his eyes and listened. He had never heard anything so wonderful. Before he knew it, he was dancing. Lily giggled. "You're pretty good at that." Mo grinned. "I can't help it. Music makes me feel happy." For hours, Lily played and Mo danced. The sun dipped below the horizon, and the forest was filled with laughter and music. But back in the village, people began to worry. Lily had been gone too long. A group of villagers holding torches gathered at the forest's edge. "We must find her," they said. But as they stepped into the trees, they heard something strange. Music. "That sounds like Lily's violin," one villager whispered. They crept closer, their torches lighting the path. Then, through the trees, they saw something they never expected. Lily standing beside the monster, playing her violin, while the giant, furry creature danced with surprising grace. For a long moment, the villagers just stared. This was the beast they had feared. He didn't look terrifying at all. He looked happy. Lily saw them and stopped playing. Mo froze mid-dance, his eyes darting to the villagers in fear. I'm sorry," he stammered, stepping back. Lily turned to the crowd. "Mo isn't scary," she said. "He just loves music." The villagers glanced at one another uncertainly. Then an old man stepped forward. "Music, you say?" He looked at Mo thoughtfully. "Is that true?" Mo nodded nervously. "Yes." The old man considered this, then did something that surprised everyone. He clapped his hands and said, "Well, if he loves music so much, let's see what else he can do." One by one, the villagers put down their torches and pulled out instruments, flutes, drums, even a small accordion. Lily grinned and lifted her violin again. Soon, the whole forest was alive with music. Mo, overjoyed, started dancing again, and this time, the villagers danced with him. The fear that had once filled their hearts melted away, replaced by laughter and joy. From that day on, everything changed. Mo was no longer a lonely monster hiding in the woods. He was no longer sad. He had found his place in the world, a world filled with music, laughter, and friends.